Excellences, Monsieur Xi Jinping, Président de la République populaire de Chine,
Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China, Your Excellency, President Ramaphosa, co-chair of the forum,
Excellence Paul Kagame, Président du Rwanda,
distinguished heads of state and heads of government,
Excellence, Monsieur le chef d'État et de gouvernement,
Your Excellency, President Paul Kagame of Rwanda,
Mesdames et Messieurs,
Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen,
c'est avec un réel plaisir, une pleine conscience de la solennité du moment que je m'adresse à vous
as
à
the
l'occasion de ce
2018
sommet du
FOCAG
Forum
Beijing
sur la
Summit
coopération sino-africaine.
is unfolding. It is my distinct pleasure and privilege to be part of the summit. China enjoys a time-honored history, splendid culture, and a proud history of struggle. It has made remarkable progress in its national development process. It is most fitting to have this summit in Beijing, China. It will help us revisit our glorious history. It also heralds the advent of a new world. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this summit is taking place at a time when our world is undergoing worrying changes. Multilateralism is rising, which constitutes serious consequences to world peace and security and undermines our ability to face up to challenges. It also hampers the formation of a more equitable and fair international order. The African Union is actively committed to a multilateralism that is characterized by mutual assistance, generosity, so that countries can have greater mutual understanding. To have that kind of multilateralism, we need to advance rule of law and the centrality of the United Nations. The United Nations need to be seen as an agency serving all humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, this summit brings us double opportunities. On the one hand, we are taking this opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to multilateralism. At the same time, we will work for a truly inclusive international and global governance that rejects the old order and the one that is keeping with the times. In this sense, to reform the international financial institutions and the UN Security Council is an urgent task. We also need to promote greater transparency of international standards. In this international environment beset by uncertainties, we are gratified to have noted that China-Africa cooperation has become a solid foundation for a new international order that we are looking for. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the spirit of China-Africa partnership is inspiring us in our march forward. Taking this opportunity, I would like to pay my tribute to President Xi Jinping for his contribution to China-Africa cooperation. China has undertaken a lot of infrastructure programs in Africa. Which are crystallization of China-Africa cooperation. Our trade has also registered rapid increase. In the area of peace and security, China is a strong supporter, as evidenced by China's participation in peacekeeping operations in Africa and China's support for the Africa position at the UN Security Council. China's relations with the African Union are also making progress. On many issues with shared interests, the two sides have maintained strategic dialogue. Yesterday, the representative mission of the African Union in China was officially inaugurated. For today, the African Union is undertaking reform to its agency to make it a spokesperson for the African continent. This will provide great opportunity for further strengthening of China-AU relations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this summit will also help advance Africa's integration process and boost the development of the African continent. For the past few months, we have seen a series of progress in a number of FTAs, the free flow of people, the African passport protocol, and the single African air transport market. The integration process is gaining momentum. These initiatives will help promote connectivity across the African continent and provide more favorable environment for closer collaboration and partnership between Africa and its partners. I want to emphasize that investment in infrastructure, industry, and agriculture is of vital importance. We also need to pay more attention to the advancement of high technology and innovation so that Africa can keep abreast with the new trend of the fourth industrial revolution. From China's successful experience, there is a lot that we can learn. We need to further create synergy between AU's Agenda 2063 and the Belt and Road Initiative. The AU welcomes the Belt and Road Initiative.
Je sais bien les inquiétudes exprimées ici et là quant au risque de surendettement et à ses conséquences.
Some people are voicing some concerns. They're saying that debt risks are threatening the independence of some African countries. Some people are saying that to forestall such risks, Africa needs to say no to outside assistance and help, including those from China. Well, President Xi Jinping announced the 8 initiatives and the $60 billion of assistance. They are the concrete manifestation of China's support to Africa. I believe that it is also important to open more flight routes between China and Africa that will facilitate greater people-to-people exchanges. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, China's relationship with Africa dates back to centuries. In the past, we stood side by side in the face of foreign aggression, and we stood side by side to build a world of greater equity and justice. As time evolves, China-Africa cooperation is making greater progress in economic, political, and people-to-people ties. Our cooperation has fully shown that we are able to create a better future for mankind, and our partnership can reshape the world geopolitical landscape. China and Africa account for almost 1/3 of the world's population. For anyone who ignores this, they will not see clearly the trend of the world. To conclude, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Chinese government and people for your warm hospitality. Thank you very much.